My name is Stuart Campbell. We're going to do a quick little demo of our edge control product.
And it is a live demo. This is a working system.
Does this have a RESTful API we can hit, or like if an organization wanted to automate edge control, can they do that?
We would love for that to be the case, but not yet.
Okay. On the roadmap, or
yes, it is on the roadmap. This is version one release, and that is definitely on the roadmap for us for the future for a RESTful interface here.
So this is basically the screenshots that Bruce showed. This is just live from our systems. But what I was going to show you was all in VMware, the systems that this is reporting. So it has 10 data centers set up with 2 VSAs per data center. This is showing the 20 VSAs for those data centers. That way you can see, instead of having to go to each one within VMware, within the edge control, you can go to your particular systems. If you want to even bring up the virtual storage appliance for those systems, you can click on that virtual storage appliance. If you have any issues or warnings, go ahead.
Was that 20 pairs of VSAs or 20 individual nodes?
20 individual VSAs.
Okay.
10
so 10 pairs.
10 pairs.
10 clusters, right. So this is where a customer would go if they needed to do some low-level configuration.
Right, if they needed if they had an error that showed a warning on the edge control, if it had a warning, it would show a warning, and you could go to that virtual storage appliance to see what the warning is. Or if you click on that virtual storage appliance, go to status, it would give you the status of that particular warning. And then you can go to the virtual storage appliance and manage that warning.
To the configuration, can you only see the configuration, or can you make changes from here?
You can make changes. This is if you need to change your license key, your DNS, your NTP server, set a new password, even upgrade the firmware. If you want to upgrade the firmware like I did within the plugin, you can do that here. The plugin only allowed you to upgrade VMware virtual storage appliances. This will allow you to do VMware KVM or Hyper-V.
Because by clicking on that IP address 1010 whatever something, you are redirected to the local UI, but for that you need a VPN, I assume. You cannot do that across the internet. Right.
Unless you've got it set up, because our server connects to the orchestrator in the cloud, and then it sends that to the orchestrator saying, hey, I need you to connect to that box.
You have to open up some ports.
You have to open up some ports in order
to orchestrator to communicate.
Okay.
You may not actually need VPN.
But you still need that orchestrator to be deployed as a VM, so it's not part of the VSA itself.
Correct.
It's a
separate install.
One piece of feedback we're getting from customers, I mean, we've got about a dozen customers that have been using this for a little while, and the feedback's been very strong, but Hyper-V in particular, because there's not a really good vCenter-like thing in a Hyper-V environment. So Microsoft customers are loving this because now they have a way to manage everything from one location.
Is that what you're seeing at Edge? A lot of customers are using Hyper-V.
Hyper-V, right.
Okay.
Right.
Starting to see more, actually. A lot of interest in non-VMware hypervisors in the last month or two.
Yeah. And we see it especially in higher ed because they get their licenses basically for free.
Yeah.
So they do a lot of Hyper-V in higher ed.
I think we've gone through the basics of what this thing does. It's a all-in-one management tool for our customers that have lots of sites. Like I said, it's a version 1 product. We're proud of it, but we have a huge roadmap on more features that are coming down the road to continue to add to it.
I think it'd be good. It's a great start. I mean, one thing we talked about at the first Edge Field Day was the need for that centralized orchestration, right? And this kind of is a really good, beginning of a roadmap, hopefully. One thing I think I would like to see is that, like, tunneling centrally back, securely back on site, so you don't need to have, necessarily network access. So like when I clicked on that, when you clicked on that IP address there, I would obviously have to be able to route to that private address, which isn't going to always be the case in some environments. Certainly from like maybe an MSP or a provider, they might not be directly on a customer's network, and for obvious reasons, don't necessarily want to open up lots of ports and
Right.
things everywhere. So yeah, having the ability to tunnel or send comms back and down a private connection between the sites over the internet effectively would be pretty beneficial. I don't know if that's something that's being looked
Good.
at, but
Good feedback. Yeah.
But definitely, if I have multiple edge locations, at that moment, doing the upgrades already makes the life easier that you don't have to do it on premises anymore.
Exactly.
But that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, and they can manage all of their, we have customers with thousands of sites that are very happy with this product because now they can just, it makes their lives a lot easier than it was in the past. Yeah.
And this will be part, when we're talking about pricing, this will be part of it or separate?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so the version 1 of this product for what you see here is no cost. So we're offering this to our customers for free to get them using it. Our roadmap does have some really cool ideas on more value add features that we'll probably charge for in the future. But the plan is that this level of monitoring and management is included with the product. For anyone that wants to use it, of our customers, of course, they download the OVA, they request an account, and away they go.